Good afternoon to everyone. Today we will see a new lesson. Before that, in the last lesson, atoms and molecule, I hope you are completing all the assignments. And today we will see a new lesson, that is periodic classification of elements. See, in the 19th and as well as 18th century, the chemistry had a tremendous development, and the scientists by over 1860, they discovered 60 elements. And they have arranged these elements without any orderliness. They have arranged as such, and after that Henry Moseley, and after that came Dmitry Mendeleev. He arranged the elements according to the increasing order of atomic mass. When he was arranging according to the increasing order of atomic mass, what happened? The argon have atomic mass lesser than that of this argon had atomic mass greater than that of this potassium, and but this potassium was placed after this argon, so that is not good. So that we won't accept, because the properties of the argon and potassium will be different. Then what happened? It must have some orderliness. For example, when you go to a fruit shop, the fruit must be arranged. For example, orange must be arranged in one shelf, apple must be arranged in one shelf. The color, the properties will be the same, then only it will have some orderliness. Similarly, our periodic table also needs some orderliness. Then after that, in 1912, a British scientist, Henry Moseley, in 1912, a British scientist, Henry Moseley, he gave this periodic table according to the increasing order of atomic number. What is an atomic number? Number of protons or number of electron present in a neutral isolated atom is known as what? Atomic number. So according to the increasing order of atomic number, he has placed the elements in the periodic table. He has formulated one periodic law, that is known as the modern periodic law. See, in your 9th standard you might have studied this modern periodic law. What is the olden periodic law? It is the physical and chemical properties of element or periodic functions of their atomic masses. So when they have arranged according to the atomic masses, what has happened? There are some differences, there are some contradiction. After that came this modern periodic law. It states that the physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic number. So one thing you have to note is that the olden periodic law, it is with respect to atomic mass, but the modern periodic law, it is with respect to what? Atomic number. So the physical and chemical properties of element are periodic functions of their atomic number. Or easily you can remember, the periodic elements are arranged according to the increasing order of atomic number. So when they are arranged according to the atomic number, there are only some or a few differences, whereas more similarities are there. So the modern periodic law was nowadays accepted. What is this modern periodic table? It is nothing but the tabular arrangement of the elements in rows and columns, which has repetition of properties. That is, the elements which has similar properties are arranged in one group, or similar chemical property are arranged in one period. So it is a tabular arrangement of elements in rows and columns with the repetition of physical and chemical property in some of the elements. So this is known as the modern periodic table. And now we will see the periods and groups in detail. First we will see the features of periods. So we know that horizontal rows are called periods. Horizontal rows, what is this horizontal row? This one. So horizontal rows are called period. So there are how many periods are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 periods are there. We will see one period in detail. First we will see the first period. So first period we have hydrogen and then helium. So 2 element is present. So the first period is what? Shortest period. So the first period is shortest period. It has 2 element, hydrogen and helium, He. Then the second period, it is a short period having 8 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elements. And it starts with lithium and ends with what? the neon. Then the third period, it is also the short period with 8 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first element is sodium Na and the second element is argon Ar. Then fourth period, it contains 18 elements, out of which 8 are natural elements or normal elements and 10 are transition elements. So here 18 element is present and this fourth period is known as the longer period. Then this fifth period, which also has 18 elements, that is also what? Longer period. It starts with rubidium Rb and ends with xenon Xe. So it has 18 elements. Here also 8 are normal elements and 10 are transition elements. Then sixth period, it is the longest period in which 32 elements are present, out of which 8 elements are normal, 10 elements are transition elements, and how many remaining? 14 elements are what? Inner transition elements. And next one, seventh period. Seventh period has 32 elements. Here also new elements that were discovered. Nearly 118 elements have been discovered so far. Out of this 118 elements, 92 are obtained naturally. 92 are obtained naturally and 26 are synthesized in laboratory. So this 92 are natural elements or it is obtained from natural sources and 26 was synthesized in the laboratory. So nearly 118 elements have been discovered. Most of the newer element occupy the seventh period. So most of the new elements that was discovered was occupied in the seventh period. So here seventh period contains nearly 32 elements and here the newer elements takes place in the seventh period. This is also a longest period. And one thing you have to note is that the F block elements, it has some connection or it is included in the transition elements. So it gets the name inner transition elements. Inner transition elements. Now here the seventh period starts from francium and ends with unoctium. So this is the seventh period, which is the longest period. Now we'll see the features of groups. Groups are nothing but vertical columns are called groups. Vertical columns are called what? Groups. How many groups are there? 18 groups are there. Vertical columns are called groups. How many groups are there? 18 groups are there. 1, 2 and then 1, 2, then 3 to 12, then 13 to 18. 18 groups are there. So totally 7 periods and 18 groups are there, in which the first period, here this period is known as alkali metal. I want you to note down in your periodic table, the first period it is known as alkali metal. It has the general electronic configuration NS, first groups NS1. It has general electronic configuration NS1. And the second period it is known as, second group it is known as alkaline earth metal. It has a general electronic configuration NS2. Then the third to 12th group, it is called as D block elements or transition elements. So in your book itself, in the periodic table you can write this is D block element or transition element, third to 12th group. So here the general electronic configuration is N-1 D 1 to 10, 5 D 0 6 S2, 0 to 2 6 S2. So that is the general electronic configuration of what? This D block elements. Then the 13th to 18th group elements. This 13th to 18th group element, in which 13th group is the boron family and 14th group is the carbon family and 15th group is the nitrogen family and the 16th group is the oxygen family or chalcogen family. Oxygen or chalcogen. Oxygen or chalcogen family. So the first member itself we are giving the name of that family: boron family, carbon family, nitrogen family, oxygen family. The next one, 17th group is halogen or salt producers. It will produce many salts. So it is known as halogen or salt producers. What is the general electronic configuration? NS2 NP1 to 6 is the general electronic configuration of, it is not in your book, if you want you can write. NS2 NP1 to 6 is the general electronic configuration of P block elements or representative elements. Now another one important group is there, that is 18th group. This is known as noble gases or rare gases or zero group. Why it is called zero group? Because in all other elements the last shell or the number of valence electron will be the same, or the valency will be the same. For example, in this first group all the elements will have valency 1. What is the valency? It is the number of electron present in the last shell. Here hydrogen atomic number 1. So how will you write the electronic configuration? 1s1. So here the valency is what? 1s1. Now for lithium atomic number is 3. So it will be 1s2, 2s1. Here also the valency is 1. So the number of electron present in the valence shell is 1. That is, this group has a valency 1. So except this noble gases, all other elements will have the same, all other groups will have the same valency. Why this noble gases don't have the same valency? Because they have completely filled configuration. So we cannot expect the properties to be similar to that of other groups. Then this group is known as noble gases or rare gases. Here the electrons, the orbitals are completely filled, so they are unreactive. Since they are unreactive, they find lot of application. So it is known as noble gases. It is present in very smaller amounts, so it is known as rare gases. Noble gases or rare gases or zero group elements. So it has a completely filled configuration. For example, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon will have completely filled configuration. So they are unreactive. So this is about the group of elements that occurs. And the last group, and this 6th and 7th, this will be included in the transition elements. And here it is known as lanthanides, and the 7th one it is known as actinides, and here it is also known as F block elements. This lanthanide and actinide, it is known as F block elements. It starts with cerium and ends with lutetium, and this actinide, it starts with thorium and ends with lawrencium. So here we have seen a summary of the features of the periods and groups, and of which you have to remember all the group name and all the electronic configuration. It can be asked in one word, as well as the general electronic configuration of all these group. That is the S block, and this is D block, and then this is P block, and then this is F block. Why it is called S block? The last electron enters into S orbital, so it is known as S block. Here the last electron enters into D orbital, so it is known as D block. And here the last electron enters into P orbital, so it is known as P block. Here the last electron enters into the F orbital, so it is known as F block elements. So or it is also known as 4F elements, and this is 5F elements. So if you want, you can learn the general electronic configuration also. So this is the features of the periods and groups. You have to remember which is the short period, shortest period, long period, longest period, and you must learn the atomic number of at least 30 elements. That is very, very important. And I want you to write the electronic configuration of 30 elements. What are the 30 elements? Till zinc I want you to write. I hope in your 9th standard or 8th standard the electronic configuration will be given in the book also. If you want, you can check, or you can submit as an assignment. Till zinc I want you to write the electronic configuration, and I want you to study the atomic number of at least 30 elements. It will be very useful till your 12th standard, or till lifelong it will be useful if you at least study the symbol, atomic number and atomic mass of at least 30 elements till zinc. And for that you write the electronic configuration. Electronic configuration is nothing but the arrangement of electron in different orbitals. Okay, so your assignment will be write the electronic configuration, write electronic configuration of 30 elements. Configuration of first 30 elements. 30 elements, and in that you have to note that this copper and chromium will have slight difference. It is due to the stability reason. This copper and chromium electronic configuration will be somewhat different. So that you can ask me. And this is about the periodic table, that is the periodicity or periodic table. We have learnt about the features of the periods, features of group, how many elements are present. 180 elements are discovered, 92 are obtained naturally, and 26 are obtained synthetically. and about the names of different elements, alkali metal, alkaline earth metal, and this is transition elements, D block element, P block element, representative element, then F block elements, lanthanides and actinides. Here most of them are radioactive. So here in lanthanides and actinide most of them are radioactive. So I hope you have understood the arrangement of the elements in the periodic table. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.